Yo. Yo.
Hello everybody, welcome to Orange Beach, Alabama for stop number 6 on the 2006 Offshore Super Series National Tour. We're in beautiful Orange Beach, Alabama, where the Gulf Coast Powerboat Association and Gary Nichols have put together an unbelievable event here in the sunny, beautiful beached area of Orange Beach. The dry pit area here is at the wharf, a beautiful new entertainment facility that's going to be a spectacular place to put on events into the future. This video will be of the Cat Lite category as well as the Super V category. There you see one of the Super V entries. That's the number 88 Fury, owned and throttled by Ray Delaney, going to be driven by Alan Campbell this weekend. Always a front runner and OSS supporter, Team Fury. There's one of the Cat outboards. That's Team Map A, number 19, who led their race early on, only to lead to it did not finish, and finish in 5th place in the Cat outboard class. Overall, it's been a very exciting year all season long in the OSS. Many different winners. There's a strong runner in the Cat Lite category. The 05, that's Team Speed Racer, Randy Kent and Reggie Fountain III aboard Team Speed Racer, sponsored by Pier 57. There's the winner from the V-Lite category. That's IMCO Quality Marine Products. George Ariema and BJ Mayer put the number 10 Phantom in the front and led all day long to win the V-Lite category and win their first race of the season. There you see WHM Mini Me in the V-Light category. Dave Kunzler's the throttleman. Eric Cormier is the driver. Is the support vehicle for Team Hooters 36-foot Skater Cat, leading the national points at this point. Steve Page, the owner and driver. Joey Gratton is the throttleman. Hooters Casino Hotel, Las Vegas, Nevada, number 31. We look forward to going to Las Vegas for the National Championship race, October 6th through 8th at beautiful Lake Mead. There's Pro Marine Racing. Alvin Heathman, the throttleman. Ray Contreras is the driver of this 38 skater. Reliable Carriers Incorporated, number 40, Cat Lite, owned and driven by Jerry Chastelet, throttled by Chris Hanley. These guys with a couple podium finishes as of late, coming on strong here mid-season. Chris Hanley and Jerry Chastelet. There's the big Reliable Carriers Supercat, throttled by none other than world-famous Steve Curtis, driven by Tom Abrams. Reliable Carriers, Inc. 39-foot MTI, Sterling Power, Mercury number 6 drives. Took a big, very convincing win in St. Clair, Michigan. There you see the Supercat number 5. That's WHM Motorsports. Billy Moff is the owner and driver. The man, the myth, the legend, Jay Muller is the throttleman. These guys have had the points lead in Supercat for the last few races. There you see a new addition to the Supercat field this season. Hasn't raced all year long. Nichols Offshore, local team here, Gary Nichols and crew. William Moore will be the throttleman, and Todd Warner will be the driver this weekend here in Orange Beach. Local team, number 57, Nichols Offshore. This boat finished second place last year at the World Championships in St. Petersburg. Here you see a Cat Extreme entry. This is number 11, Budweiser Select Offshore Racing. Dave Scott is the owner and driver. John Tomlinson is the throttleman. This boat has proven to be one of the fastest boats in the fleet, but the other two boats in the Cat Extreme class have given it runs all year long. Team Syntron as well as Team CRC. There you see Team CRC. Mike DeFries, the owner and driver. Jeff Harris, the throttleman. Team CRC of the Columbia Rim Corporation took the win at the last race in St. Clair, Michigan, running very strong all race long, as well as the win in the big rough waters off Puerto Rico. These guys do a great job, are excellent at the setup of this MTI. Mercury 1075 power, Mercury number 6 drives. There you see the V Unlimited entry, Team Syntron Liquid Energy. There is Bob Vesper's Team Warpaint Apache Cat in the Cat category. Bandit Racing Engines, Mercury number 6 drives. Super V entry, Mikasuki Indian Gaming, number 30. Joe Scrow is the throttleman. Brett Fershman is the driver. Mikasuki Indian Gaming, these guys leading the national points. Number 16, another 38-foot fountain, driven by Bob Oliver, throttled by David Peterson. Popeye's famous fried chicken and biscuits, number 13 in the Cat Lite category. 36-foot skater, Stan Ware's the owner and driver. David Wade is the throttleman.
We're with Misty, the executive director of OSS. Misty, tell us a little about the upcoming race in Las Vegas.
Well, we're going to be having the OSS Nationals October 6th through the 8th at Lake Mead. It will be double points because it is Nationals. What we also got to announce yesterday was that there's a tow for some of our smaller classes that we're going to be able to offset their costs for bringing their teams to the national competition.
I know a lot of the race teams years ago used to race in Las Vegas, and I'm sure they're all excited to go back there.
I keep hearing all these stories about Lake Mead and what it's like, so I cannot wait to get out there and start laying it out so that we can get in there and have some great competition.
It's going to be a great national championships, and we're all looking forward to it.
Absolutely.
We're going airborne now. There you see the beautiful area of the Wharf Entertainment Complex, the dry pit area. The Gulf Coast Powerboat Association did an excellent job of putting this event together. Word has it that the dry pit area there was mud less than a week before the event, and they came in and filled the whole area and made an excellent dry pit area here in Orange Beach, Alabama for the 6th stop on the 2006 Offshore Super Series National Tour. Airborne now above the Cat Lite category, going just before the start of the race. From the inside out right now, the lineup looks like this. Learning the ropes, number 46. The 015 of Lightning Jacks, the 388 of Professional Marine Racing, the 05 of Speed Racer, the 40 of Reliable Carriers, the 31 of Hooters Hotel and Casino Las Vegas, the 13 of Popeye's Famous Fried Chicken, and the 00 of the Motley Crew all the way on the inside. We'd really like to thank Provine Helicopters for handling all the helicopters here in Orange Beach and providing us with excellent pilots to enable us to capture all this great footage for you. Heading down the skyline of Orange Beach, Alabama, all the condominiums right on the water provide an excellent vantage point for all the spectators as well as the beautiful beaches here in Orange Beach. On the parade lap right now, we'll go give you the rundown of the teams in the Cat Lite category. The number 46, learning the ropes in an MTI, is husband and wife team Brian and Wilma Ross. Then the 015, the 36 skater, that's Lightning Jacks of Walter Piasecki and John Woolley, both from New Jersey. 388 out of Professional Marine Racing in New Jersey is owned and driven by Raymond Contreras and throttled by Alvin Heathman. The 05 Speed Racer, sponsored by Pier 57 and Mercury-powered MTI, throttled by Reggie Fountain III, owned and driven by Randy Kent. The number 40, another MTI, Reliable Carriers. Chris Hanley from New Zealand is the throttleman, as Jerry Chastelet is the owner and driver. The number 31, Hooters Hotel and Casino, Las Vegas, Nevada. That's a 36-foot skater, throttled by Joey Gratton out of Bradenton, Florida, and driven by Steve Page from Fort Myers, Florida. The number 13 from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, is the Popeye's Famous Fried Chicken and Biscuits, owned and driven by longtime racer Stan Ware, throttled by David Wade. And all the way on the outside, last year's world and national champion, the Roman brothers from New Jersey, in their 36-foot skater, 00, the Motley Crew. Very tight racing here in the Cat Lite category all year long. 8 boats here in Orange Beach looking to make the start of the race, getting ready to come around the east end of the course and head back west again for the green flag. We expect very tight racing action here. Much calmer waters here Sunday than what we tested in on Saturday in Orange Beach. So hopefully everybody picked the right setup here in Orange Beach and didn't think it was going to be as rough as it was Saturday when they tested. here at the east end of the course is where it's a little bit rougher. The water coming out the channel inlet area tends to bump it up a little bit. Making a turn now, heading towards the start-finish line. The pace boat's gathering the boat up right now, getting ready to drop the green flag. Let's see who picked the right setup here in the Cat Lite category. The boat's lining up, getting ready for the green flag right now. 8 boats strong. All Mercury 525 power. We have the green flag right now early on. There you see Reliable Carriers, Speed Racer, Lightning Jacks with a little bit of advantage early on, learning the ropes all the way on the inside, trying to spool up those big Mercury number 6 drives. Right now it looks like Lightning Jacks, then beside them is Professional Marine Racing. Speed Racer right in the middle of your screen right now. A little bit of advantage. I would say they're in the lead at this point, but it's way too early to tell. Heading 3 mile first straightaway, heading west right now. Very tight action right now. Go across the fleet. It's Lightning Jacks, Pro Marine Racing, Speed Racer, Reliable Carriers, Hooters Hotel and Casino, and Motley Crew closest to the beach. Right now, Professional Marine Racing with a little bit of advantage. Popeye dropping back just a little bit early on here. Now it looks like Hooters has gained momentum right now in their 36-foot skater and pulling out to the early lead here in Orange Beach, Alabama. Hooters Hotel Casino, Las Vegas, Reliable Carriers right on their hip, heading towards turn 1 at this point. Very strong start right now. The Ross is moving right along all the way to the inside. Brian and Wilma Ross learning their ropes in their new MTI Cat. Doing a great job here, moving up to the front of the pack right now. Everyone is chasing Hooters early on right now, but this is great racing action. All the MTIs bunching up as we head into turn 1. Lots of boats getting washed down, heading through turn 1 right now. There you see Stan Ware still holding it down, along with David Wade in Popeye's Famous Fried Chicken. On the outside, Motley Crew trying to keep it spooled up, learning the ropes all the way inside, but the advantage right now seems to be with Hooters Hotel Casino, clean water, moving away from the fleet. Reliable Carriers, number 40, Chris Hanley and Jerry Chastelet with the best start they've had all season long, in second place at this point. These guys have been doing their homework, trying to get dialed in, doing a lot of testing all season long. Rumor has it they got some of the propellers they've been waiting for. Reliable Carriers, number 40, in second place. Looking back a little bit, there's 236 skaters side by side. That's Motley Crew and Popeye's Famous Fried Chicken and Biscuits at this point battling for third place, as Hooters has checked out early on and Reliable is in second place. Awesome racing action early on. First lap here in the Cat Lite category. You see Reliable Carriers not leaving any room, going by that buoy there, making the right-hander, heading east right now on this course in Orange Beach, Alabama. Looks like Motley Crew has pulled out a little bit of advantage over Popeye's Famous Fried Chicken and Biscuits at this point, moving into third place. The Roman brothers from New Jersey in their 36-foot skater looking to move back up the pack. Hooters Hotel Casino Las Vegas has already checked out from the fleet at this point. Steve Page and Joey Gratton hit the setup on the head right here. In the early lead, their Mercury-powered skater with Bravo Imco drives looks to be the class of the field at this point, really pulling out a huge lead thus this early in the race. Number 31, Hooters Casino Hotel Las Vegas. coming off a big win in Toronto, second place finish in St. Clair, Michigan. These guys have been doing their homework, got a great setup here. Their crew did a great job setting the boat up for them, and right now they're at the front of the pack in the Cat Lite category. John Moss, their crew chief, has done a great job dialing this boat in, and the entire crew from Page Racing has it set up and running perfectly at this point. Number 31, Hooters Hotel and Casino, Las Vegas.
We're with Joey with the Hooters racing team. Joey, you guys out in first place still. Now we come to Orange Beach. You were leading the race and last year, and you ended up having a breakdown. Now, what are your thoughts here? Is it going to be rough, flat? What do you think?
Tell you what, today was a little bumpy, Charlie. It was, we had to pull the sucker down a little bit, and we ran good. I feel pretty good about going in tomorrow, if it's the same conditions, and, hopefully it gets a little rougher. All we have to beat is Popeyes out there. That's our main guy, and, if we can beat him, I think that's going to be a big plus going into Las Vegas.
Oh, I guess you're probably looking like this. The course owes you something after last year being out in front, and you have Motley Crue back in. They didn't make last race, and how's that going to affect you?
No, their deal's out of it. They pulled out of St. Clair, so that doesn't bother us at all. Like I say, our whole gig is for the Popeyes, and we run good here, and hopefully we'll have a good race. You know how the racing goes. Anything can happen, but we got a good setup going for today, and if it stays bumped up a little bit, I think we ought to run pretty well.
Watching and testing, you guys look really strong, but on the back straightaway, there's a couple holes out there that caught a lot of the race teams. How about you?
Oh, it got us too. We went to the moon on one of them. So, you just got to be careful, where you got to find out where the holes are, and we found them. So, we got better as we went through it. Just pulled it down a little harder through there and lifted it back up after we got through it.
Well, good. Well, good luck this weekend. I guess you're in that cruising mode, trying to protect that points lead. Well, hopefully we'll see you guys with a checkered flag.
Man, I hope so, Charlie. We need it. I tell you what, we're excited about it. Thank you.
Great interview there with the throttleman, Joey Gratton from Hooters Hotel Casino. Right now they've got an advantage lead over Motley Crue. 00 Motley Crue missed the last race in St. Clair, Michigan after spinning their boat out in testing. The brothers Scott and Ron Roman always run this boat very hard. Last year's world and national champions. These guys really know how to set up a boat and dial it in with the help of Marine from New Jersey. Team Motley Crue trying to get back to the front of the pack where they're so accustomed to being. There you can see hitting a little bit of a swell here in Orange Beach. Mostly flat water, but the swell just bouncing these guys around a little bit. 36-foot skater here, Mercury Power, number 6 drives. Pretty unbeatable combination. And you can see those guys not giving up any room going by the buoy there. Leaving as little possible race course as they can, but doing the best they can here to catch up to Hooters Hotel Casino right now. Back now with number 40, the MPI of Reliable Carriers. Jerry Chastelet is the owner and driver at the wheel of Reliable Carriers. Chris Hanley is the throttleman. These guys working their way up, dialing this boat in all season long. Have a great start today, currently running in 3rd place. A couple podium finishes this season. Chris Hanley, the throttleman, works for Supercat rigging, did some of the rigging on this boat as well as many of the other MPI race boats here in the fleet. MTI with Mercury 525 power, number 6 drives. Moving right along right now, no problems at all for Team Reliable Carriers, number 40 in the Cat Lite category. There you can see the battle up front between Motley Crue and Hooters as Reliable Carriers trying to catch back up right now, but Motley Crue and Hooters, the class of the field thus far in Cat Lite category. Running a little bit back today for what many consider to be a very good flat water boat here. Popeye's Famous Fried Chicken and Biscuits, number 13. Stan Ware, the owner and driver. David Wade, the throttleman, maybe have a little problem here today in Orange Beach. Not far from their hometown in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, but these guys still doing the best they can to keep the boat running in the points chase for the national championship here in 2006 on the Offshore Super Series National Tour. I know the owner, Stan Ware, is personally looking forward to the great event coming up in Destin, Florida. That'll be the 2006 Offshore Super Series World Cup event. One of the sponsors there on the front of the boat, just in front of the number, is AJ's. It's a big bar there in Destin. One of the sponsors that's going to help put on the Destin event. And Stan Ware, big help in putting on that event. Popeye's Famous Fried Chicken, currently running 4th place in the Cat Lite category.
Stan, total domination in St. Clair. You guys look strong. How was that race?
It's great. I mean, we got out front, got lucky in the first turn, and like this, I guess this class, when you get in the first turn, you get out front, it makes it look easy. But you know, when you're not out in front, it's not as easy. But it was a great day. You know, our little vindication from last year. We were upside down there last year, and ended up right side up in the right place this year. So I'm real happy about it.
Well, you've been able to make it happen in flat water. Now we're in Orange Beach. Tends to be a little bit bumpier. What are your thoughts? What are your challenges?
Well, I think the challenges are the 8 teams are going to be out there tomorrow, and then the water. And I mean, Orange Beach is always, it can be real bumpy out here. And I guess we hit the right setup. We got a good shot. We're going to try our best.
Now, both you and Hooters, you both have Bravo-based drives, 36 skaters. You know, do you have an advantage, or do they have an advantage in rough water?
I don't think either one. I mean, it's a flip of a coin with those guys. You know, they're good racers. They're hard racers. I think we all run right on the edge, and I think whoever gets a closer setup tomorrow and gets lucky in the first turn could probably have a good shot.
Now, are you guys worried about the Motley Crue, or is it just more of a race between you and Hooters?
I'm always worried about the Motley Crue. I mean, Ron and Scott are world-class guys and drivers. I mean, probably one of the best teams out there. Glad they're here. Right now, I think we'll keep our eyes focused on Hooters and Steve and Joey, and try to worry about where they're at, because we got one more race, the Nationals, in Las Vegas, October the 8th, and hopefully we'll be at least close.
Well, how many points are you outside of first?
11 points.
So that means you have to win here and win in Vegas, huh?
That's right. I have to at least be in front of Hooters here in Vegas for sure.
Well, good luck this weekend, and hopefully we'll see you guys in the winner's circle.
Great. Thanks, Joel.
Owner driver Stan Ware giving a little insight on the racing action here in Orange Beach, Alabama. Everybody's trying to decide how they're going to run the boats based on where they need to finish for the national championships. As they said, the Motley Crue team is out of the national championship hunt, so they don't really need to battle each other against Motley Crue. You can see learning the ropes, getting a little bit of a wash down from Popeye's right there. Pretty smooth run for Team Popeyes running down the beach here in Orange Beach, Alabama in the Cat Lite category. There you can see thousands of fans lining the beach here in Orange Beach, Alabama. Great spectator event, great vantage point, all the condos and beautiful beaches here in Orange Beach, Alabama. Gulf Coast Powerboat Racing Association really puts together a beautiful event here, and all the fans from miles around know where it's at and come from everywhere to see the race. There you see Randy Kent and Reggie Fountain III just in back of Popeye's famous fried chicken and biscuits right there. That's the 05 Speed Racer boat. And behind them is the 015 up Lightning Jacks. The 015 is a 39-foot MTI. It's powered by twin 525 horsepower Mercury inboards with Mercury number 6 drives. Based out of Lee Summit, Missouri, Randy Kent would like to thank all his sponsors, including Pier 57, Marine Technology, Supercat Rigging, Herring Propellers, Mercury Racing, as well as Visual Imagination Custom Paint. Reggie Fountain III lives in Tennessee, Pickwick, Tennessee that is, and these guys couldn't do it without all their sponsors. Really proving to be a force to be reckoned with all season long. Pier 57 Speed Racer number 05, Randy Kent and Reggie Fountain III.
Randy, you guys look great out there in testing. I think there's going to be 3 boats out there making it happen, and you guys are absolutely one of them.
Well, I hope so. It's, I think we earn it, you know. I guess say we deserve it, we definitely earn it. We work hard to try to get it up there, so, and I really hope we are this time.
How's the boat coming along? I've seen you guys gel as a team. Saw just some fantastic driving that you guys did in the Fort Myers race. It was just amazing. You guys aren't afraid to put that boat anywhere. No. The boat. We actually feel like we wear it. I mean, it's a phenomenal. The MTI is a phenomenal boat. I'm extremely comfortable in it. Fort Myers is our first race with Reggie, our new throttleman, and so we were gelling. I think you saw us even gel even more in St. Clair to come from behind, and then hopefully we can keep it up front here. We're just getting better and faster the more we take it out. Now, the water out there looked a little bit confused. It looks deceptively smooth from our vantage point, but I guess when you're out there running, it's not that smooth.
No, it's not smooth at all. There's a lot of holes. Just come up and bite you. We've done a little bit setup different in the boat. This time, we took it out, only did 1 lap. The boat was not manageable in the setup we had, and so we came back and totally changed it. Went back to pretty much what we're used to. Just we tried something different, so we just tried put it back what we're used to, and we seem to be pretty happy with it.
Is there any particular part of that race course that you really feel you have to pay attention?
The last 3, I think it's 5, 6, and 7. Every lap is different. You got to be very careful in those last turns. The first 2 turns, you're turning into the wave. I'm pretty confident with that. The right-hand turn, we just keep it floored all the way, keep it as a sweeper. But those last 3, they will bite somebody tomorrow. It'll be interesting to see who it is.
How important do you think that initial lane setup's going to be when they invert the start from how you finished in St. Clair?
We're used to being in the middle. To me, it doesn't make a bit of difference. I think we had an advantage in St. Clair being on the outside because it's such a tight corner. You could use that, but here it's such a sweeper. I don't really think it's going to make any difference. As long as everybody holds their line, it should be interesting to see, but I don't think it's going to make any difference.
There you get perspective from Randy Kent, the driver aboard Speed Racer. Pretty confident coming in here. Right now they're trying to chase down the top 3 boats thus far. Hooters Hotel Casino, Reliable Carriers, and Motley Crew. Reggie Fountain III and Randy Kent running around the race course here. The 05 Speed Racer, sponsored by Pier 57, doing a great job thus far here at the 6th stop on the season, battling it out with the 015 of Lightning Jacks. Great race between 2 boats. The crew aboard Lightning Jacks doing a great job. Walter Piasecki is the driver, John Woolley, the throttleman in this 36-foot skater. Great battle between these 2 boats in the Cat Lite category. This old skater runs very well. John Woolley's no slouch on the throttles and will keep them hammered down. And these guys battle for every inch they get. You can see they're not afraid to run through the rooster tail or put the boat anywhere they want it to go. Doing a great job, Team Lightning Jacks. .36-foot skater, Mercury Power, number 6 drives, the 015 Lightning Jacks. Walter Piasecki, John Woolley, both from New Jersey, running all season long with the Offshore Super Series as well as the OPA. These guys race die-hard racers, doing the best they can, doing a great job here in Orange Beach, Alabama. Going down now, number 46. This is Learning the Rope with Offshore World Champions Brian and Wilma Ross, husband and wife team out of Toronto, Ontario, Canada. This new MTI powered by Mercury 525 horsepower EFI engines with the Mercury number 6 drive. Special thanks to crew member Dave Pick, who helped set up and dial in the boat for the Ross Offshore team. Only their 4th race in the new boat. These guys still learning the ropes of their own new boat here, but doing a great job, getting it dialed in, running very competitive. 8 boats strong in the Cat Lite category. Other boats in the class include Pro Marine Racing, Popeye's Famous Fried Chicken, Lightning Jacks, Speed Racer, Reliable Carriers, Motley Crew, and Hooters Hotel and Casino. Brian and Wilma Ross No slouches of their own, won several championships in the Factory 2 class, always raced very strong, did very well in their 38th Donzi. Moving up to the Cat Lite class here, and going to be front runners in no time at all. Team learning the ropes, the Rosses Offshore.
Wilma, the question to ask is, are you learning the ropes now in the Cat Lite class?
Definitely. Every time out, there's something new and different that we're learning, that's for sure.
Now, you and Brian have done a great job in over the years and on the variety of classes. Now you've hopped into the Cat Lite classes, which is probably the most, I guess, extreme or the toughest class here at OSS. And what are your thoughts so far?
Oh, it's challenging. It's a lot of fun. It is a tough class. These guys are out there to definitely bump and grind and go for the pin. That's for sure.
Well, first race out, you guys got a 3rd place. Am I correct in Toronto?
That's right.
Coming into Orange Beach, what are your thoughts? What are your goals by the end of the weekend?
Oh, our goals are always out there to be front and center. That's for sure.
Well, good. Well, good luck this weekend. Hopefully, we'll see you out front and center.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Brian and Wilma Ross doing a great job in the Cat Lite category. Team learning the ropes, number 46. Moving back to the Super V fleet now, your leader in the Super V class is Miccosukee Indian Gaming. Brett Hirschman is the driver. Joe Stroh, the throttleman, doing a great job. Got the boat dialed in right now, running very well. First place in the V category, the Muscle Race team just behind them in a very similarly prepared 38 Fountain. Miccosukee Indian Gaming, based out of Miami. Other sponsors include BFI Construction aboard Miccosukee Indian Gaming, Miccosukee Offshore Racing. The boat is race prepared by Jerry Haney in North Carolina. Always does a great job, has the boat running at the top in front of the pack. These guys leading the current national points for 2006 in the Offshore Super Series, looking to bring another national championship home for Miccosukee Indian Gaming. Dialed in right there, you can see, I mean, the picture perfect attitude running right there, 38-foot fountain. We'll go on board with Brett, who's on your right, and Joe, who's on the left here on the screen. Out front this time around, Miccosukee Indian Gaming with Muscle Racing chasing them down. At the last race in St. Clair, Michigan, Muscle Racing had the advantage and took the win. At this point right now, Miccosukee is in the lead here in Orange Beach, Alabama, with Muscle running a close second. Sliding back now, there you see number 16. That is the Black Pearl. Bob Oliver is the driver. David Peterson is the owner and throttleman. Getting a little tight coming into the corner here. Hooters going by on the inside and Motley Crue going on by the outside. A little bit tight racing action, working their way through a corner right there. As they go by Black Pearl. Number 16, 38-foot fountain, Black Pearl, maintained by Offshore Concept in Sarasota. John Vanderstall is the crew chief. 38-foot fountain with Mercury 525 horsepower motors with Bravo Drive. We're going to go back up to this tight racing action between Hooters and Motley Crue. You can see them side by side there. No, nobody's giving up an inch. No quarter there for sure. Hooters Hotel Casino, Motley Crue, Steve Page and Joey Grattan, Scott and Ron Roman battling it out here side by side in two 36-foot skaters. Very close racing action heading east here in Orange Beach, Alabama. Towards turns 5, 6, and 7 right now. Motley Crue's done a great job to catch up after the lead Hooters had early on. Now Motley Crue's put themselves right neck and neck with Hooters Hotel Casino, making the corner at the east end of the course right now. And here in Orange Beach, Alabama, Motley Crue closing in on Hooters Hotel and Casino. Drag racing down the beach here in Orange Beach, Alabama. Two 36-foot skaters, both Mercury 525 powered. Hooters Hotel Casino with Bravo drive. Motley Crue with the number 6 drive. Drag racing towards turn 1 at this point. Looks like Motley Crue's found a little bit of speed as they roll up alongside, maybe even go past Hooters just before they get to turn 1. It'd be interesting to see the lines taken through turn 1 right here. Motley Crue definitely going to have the advantage now coming through 2, 3, and 4. Make it 4 being a right-hander. The Motley Crue will have the advantage of being on the inside at that point. Motley Crew definitely taking advantage now, pulling out the lead in the Cat Lite class over Hooters Hotel Casino. Steve Page, Joey Gratton seem to back off a little bit, knowing they don't need to battle Motley Crew as much for the national championship, setting their eyes on the bigger picture at this point. Back now with the Black Pearl, the 38-foot fountain running in the V category. Bob Oliver and David Peterson aboard Black Pearl. Running in third place at this point, other boats in the V category: Love Muscle, Miccosukee Indian Gaming, Twisted Metal, Pier 57, and Fury. There you see Fury running just behind the Black Pearl right there. We'll go on board here with the crew on Black Pearl, Bob Oliver and David Peterson. Great battle here between two Super Beasts, Black Pearl and Fury. Both these boats faced out of Sarasota, Florida. Fury number 88 is a 38-foot Phantom, owned and throttled by Ray Delaney and driven by Alan Campbell. Both these guys raced earlier today in the V-Light category in the boat Screaming Eagle. Side-by-side racing here between Black Pearl and Fury. As you see Speed Racer going by on the inside there in the Cat Lite category. And there is the 015 of Lightning Jacks, also in the Cat Lite category. As you can see now, Speed Racer gone out of the screen. Fury pulling away from Black Pearl as they head towards turn 4, the right-hander on the race course.
All right, Dave, potentially rough water out there, the big equalizer. What do you and Bob got in store?
Oh boy, there's some nice big rollers rolling through there today. We didn't expect that at all. So we're going to change our setup a little bit and see if we can't work with a little more acceleration and take some of that top end out of it, because I don't think we're going to need it tomorrow.
Any part of that race course that was a little more treacherous than others?
It sure was. That would be the southeast corner. There were some big rollers just came blowing through there that you really didn't see them till they were there, and so we caught some pretty good air there.
How do you guys feel the way the race course lays out? You're in a trough a lot. You've got a head sea, a following sea, quartering sea, a little bit of everything.
It's a little bit of everything. It's you name it, it's there. You know, I wish we could run a little bit faster, but just don't think it's going to happen tomorrow. If we get out nice and early on time, we might have a chance, but it seems like those winds start kicking up, and it seems like there's some low pressure out there too that might be mixing it up a little bit. So we're going to watch the weather real close tonight and maybe make some drastic changes here in the morning.
How do you think it's going to lay out where you guys get a start lane as far as the inverted start from the last race?
Well, that's a good question. That's why we might change our setup a little bit and get a little more acceleration, try to get out front, try to stay out front, and I think that might help us out a little bit.
There you see Dave Peterson's take on things for this weekend's racing here in Orange Beach. Again, a lot of teams tested on Saturday. It was a little bit rougher Saturday, so a lot of teams came out here Sunday, a little bit off on their setup, expecting rougher water. It's a little bit flatter than everybody thought it would be. Great shot there of the learning the ropes going under the helicopter right here in the Cat Lite category. Ryan and Wilma Ross moving on out in the Cat Lite category. Coming around the corner at the east end of the course right there, it looked like Fury all of a sudden just slowed down a whole bunch right there. Probably going to allow Black Pearl to catch back up and get by him. But looks like there might be a little bit of problem with Fury right now in the B category. Alan Campbell and Ray Delaney in this 38-foot Phantom. Jack Ferber, the crew chief aboard Fury, meticulously maintains this boat. Ray Delaney out of Sarasota, Florida, along with Alan Campbell. These guys ran the Screaming Eagle boat in the D Light category earlier, and now they're in the V class here. Team Fury in the V class, number 88, 38-foot Phantom, Mercury Power and Bravo Drive. Back now to number 13, Popeye's Famous Fried Chicken and Biscuits. David Wade and Stan Ware in the Cat Light category. Having a rough way to go today, but still out there running right along. 36-foot skater with Mercury Power and Imco Drive. Stan Ware and David Wade whipped the rest of the fleet at the last race in St. Clair, but seem to be having a little tough way to go here in Orange Beach. Maybe you want a little bit the wrong setup here or something, but right now they're not up to the front of the pack, but still trudging their way around the race course. Number 13, Popeye's Famous Fried Chicken and Biscuits. Stan Ware, David Wade. Back now with Reliable Carriers, currently running in third place in the Cat Lite category. This is a 39-foot MPI with Mercury 525 horsepower EFI engines with the Mercury number 6 drive. The owner and driver is Jerry Chastelet. The throttleman is Chris Hanley. Chris Hanley aboard Reliable Carriers, multi-time national champion in the Cat outboard class down in New Zealand. Now works with Supercat rigging. Did a lot of the rigging here on Reliable Carriers as well as many of the other MPI custom rigged boats. One of the best runs of the season thus far for Reliable Carriers, number 40, third place here in Orange Beach, Alabama, with the 2006 Thunder on the Gulf Offshore Powerboat races. Great run, great attitude right now for the number 40 Reliable Carriers. These guys got the boat set up very well, running in third place behind Motley Crue and Hooters Hotel Casino Las Vegas. There you see Love Muscle, number 50 in the V category, trying to chase down Miccosukee Indian Gaming. Just behind, very tight race here between Miccosukee and Love Muscle, two identical 38-foot fountains. Diamond Dave Branch is the owner and throttleman of Love Muscle Racing, while Bruce Kruglich is the driver. Both guys out of Sarasota do a great job with this boat. They took a big win at the last race in St. Clair, Michigan. Run the boat very strong. You can see they're just behind Miccosukee Indian Gaming, trying to give them a run for their money right now. Miccosukee Indian Gaming still out front in the Super V category. Number 30, Brett Bershman, the driver. Joe Strode, the throttleman, out front. Looks like they're going to take another victory here in Orange Beach, Alabama, and extend their points lead towards the 2006 Offshore Super Series National Championship. Muscle Racing was looking to climb on in here and get a little bit closer, but it doesn't look like they'll be able to catch them before the finish line. Another great event here in Orange Beach, Alabama, put together by the producers of the Offshore Powerboat Racing Association. Orange Beach, Alabama, all the folks, Gary Nichols, everybody did an excellent event here in Alabama. The entire wharf entertainment facility with great place for the dry pit area. The folks at the Carib allowing us to set up our cranes there. Excellent wet pit facilities. The entire staff from Offshore Super Series orchestrated a great event. We'd really like to thank Provine Helicopters for providing us with an excellent helicopter pilot and Jim Robertson to provide us with these great footage. We see Motley Crue doing their victory celebration off the beach in Alabama. Brett Bershman and the crew from Miccosukee rolling up there to get a checker flag in the Super V class, again extending their lead. in the national points ranking for the Miccosukee Indian Gaming Offshore Race Team. Freeze Frame Video is proud to be part of this entire event with everybody, including the Offshore Super Series. We look forward to the next event in Las Vegas, Nevada, October 6th through the 8th. There you see Team Syntron getting their checkered flag in the OSSV Unlimited category. The National Championship race in Las Vegas will be a double points event to crown all of Offshore Super Series national champions for 2006. And then we'll move on to the World Championship World Cup race, the Merrick World Cup in Destin, Florida. You can see Miccosukee Indian Gaming doing a little donut for all the fans there. Victory celebration by Joe Skro and Brett Fershman extending their points lead. Driver Brett Fershman on the bow, taking the checkered flag for Miccosukee Indian Gaming. As you can see, the winners in the V category, Miccosukee Racing out of Miami, Florida. Love Muscle taking second place. Very tight battle there with those guys. Black Pearl finishing up in third. Great shot there, perfectly hung out. Miccosukee Indian Gaming extending their points lead for 2006 with the Offshore Super Series. After the weigh-ins, the Cat Lite class came out a little bit different. Motley Crue was penalized for coming out a little bit light. Therefore, Hooters takes the win. Motley Crue ends up in second, and Reliable Carriers finishes up in third. Steve Page and Joey Gratton, congratulations go out to those guys. Hooters Casino Hotel, Las Vegas, Nevada, taking the win, extending their points lead as well towards another national championship for Page Racing. We'd like to thank everybody for coming out to Orange Beach, Alabama, and all the producers of this event for putting on a great event. Look forward to seeing everybody in Las Vegas for the Nationals Championships. Thank you from everybody at Freeze Frame Video.
Go underneath them? What do you want to do?
Yeah, we're going underneath them. The only one we have on the inside is Bounty Hunter.
I see him. Okay.
And we just pinched him off good. We're good. We're good.
There go the pin. Oh.
Whoa!
Oh, you got it. You got it. Go right. Go right. Go right. Go right. Keep going right between.
Sorry, man.
Good. Where's the Rex boat? Okay, go.
Get on plane. Come on now.
All right. Ah, damn it.